Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here. I apologize for not making a video lately, and as you can tell, I'm not really feeling 100%. So my plans of making a daily vlog for my World Cup pretty much got flushed down the toilet, but my main reason for doing this video is because I'm going to be talking about yesterday's game versus the USA and Ghana. And I have to admit, the US didn't really look that great out there, but having said that, it is so awesome to see them finally get over their little spell that they had against Ghana where they just could not beat them. So, but yeah, I knew it was going to be an interesting game right off the get-go. I'm sure everybody else did when Clint Dempsey scored in the 30th second of action and that. Right away I saw a goal, I was pumped up, all the Americans in the crowd were pumped up, and I thought, oh wow, there's going to be things to come, and Josie Altidore had that header in the 7th minute, and I'm like, oh boy, this is going to be a really, really awesome looking team. And then we get to the Altidore injury, which looks pretty grim to be honest. It looks like he might be missing the rest of the tournament, a hammy injury, but that pretty much stalled what offense the Americans had for a good chunk of the game. And Ghana started to win the midfield battle, and that they started getting chances. And of course, Tim Howard, being the rock that he is in goal, kept us in the game for as long as he possibly could. Of course, Ghana did end up getting that equalizer in around the 83rd, 84th minute. I forget what minute it was. Only for John Anthony Brooks to come up with an amazing header off the corner by Zusi, and that was just awesome. And I just loved the reaction that Brooks had on his face. That he wasn't. I know in an interview he said he had a dream of scoring, but you could tell just how amazing it was for him to score that, what ended up being the game-winning goal. So, but speaking of Brooks and Zusi, I thought they were excellent being on those subs and that. Johansson, on the other hand, I thought he had big shoes to fill, considering Altidore got injured, but the fact of the matter is, Johansson is not the same player that Altidore is, and that he wasn't able to quite create the opportunities to do as much as in the box as what Altidore would have had he still been in there. So I'm not going to get on him too much as this is his first World Cup match, but in the later games he definitely has to improve. But then again, I can't really blame all of it on him. To me, the most disappointing player yesterday for the American team was Michael Bradley. I mean, he rarely did anything in that. He looked very shaky in that with his passes and that. He looked kind of lost out there, and I was very disappointed in that. But having said that, I'm glad that we ended up winning the game, and it shows what kind of grit this team has that they were able to pull out a victory despite having Michael Bradley playing as poorly as what he did. And another player that needs to step up his game is DeMarcus Beasley, especially against Portugal. If he has Ronaldo going down the wing and that, and Beasley's right there, he's going to need to be on top of his game. It certainly needs to be better than what he was in the Ghana game. So, but enough of the negativity in that. I'm going to talk about some of the best players in there. Of course, Tim Howard, again, was solid in net. As far as midfield, the two best players were Jermaine Jones, and I have to give a shout out to Kyle Beckerman because he pretty much played a solid game in that. He didn't do too much, but at the same time, he didn't have to do too much. You know, he played his position in midfield and that. He's able to create somewhat problems for Ghana and that, not really have them create too much in that, but yeah, and of course Clint Dempsey scoring that goal and tried to set the tone in that. And if Altidore wouldn't have got injured, I think things would have turned out differently. But I thought Dempsey did really good. I know he got hit in the nose and that, but he got right back out here and he did what he had to do. So but yeah, there's definitely some questions that need to be answered before the Portugal game. But the important thing is that they got the 3 points against Ghana and that, and which is very crucial. They had to win that game, and if they had any hopes of progressing, and they certainly did get the 3 points. So the Portugal game should be interesting. I know they're going to be short-handed too. I know Fabio Contral, Pepe, and Hugo Almeida are going to be pretty much out, and then of course Cristiano Ronaldo is not exactly 100% healthy either. So it ought to be a good game. I think it's going to be a close game, and I honestly think that a draw could come out of this and that, but Portugal is still a threat even though they're short-handed. So if I was the U.S., I wouldn't look at the people that they have out and say, "Oh, this is going to be easy," because it's certainly not. Portugal certainly could win this game, but U.S., if they can improve on things and kind of tweak some things, I think they'll more than likely get out get a draw on this and pretty much get all but assure themselves of a spot in the round of 16 and that. And I think a draw would help them because, to be honest, I don't think they're going to beat Germany. I think Germany is the team to beat in the tournament right now, as of what I have seen so far. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, and that's pretty much it for this video. So, thank you for watching. I don't know when my next video is going to be. It depends on how good I'm feeling yet, but I'll try to come up with something else as soon as I can. Like I said before, my daily vlog pretty much got thrown down the toilet, but I will have other World Cup videos, including about the U.S. matches, maybe a video on who I think the best and worst players are so far. Some of the best plays have been in there, some of them was idiotic calls and whatnot, so yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of World Cup videos to pop up, hopefully, so again, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.